Right now in Nigeria, there are two types of people. The first types are complaining that food is too expensive, transport is crazy, life is unbearable, while the second group, they are quietly making money from this same chaos. Same country, same inflation, but completely different outcomes. So the real question is, which side are you on? Let me show you something that will blow your mind. If you had 1 million naira last year and inflation is around 20%, that money now has the buying power of about 800,000 naira or even less. You did not spend it, you did not squander it, you did not even lose it, right? But somehow 200k just lost you. So let's look at what most Nigerians are doing wrong in an era of high inflation. Let's be honest here. Most people are still doing this, keeping money in savings account, leaving cash idle, avoiding risk completely. But here is the truth. In high inflation, playing safe is actually risky because cash is quietly dying. Think about this. Some years ago, you bought a bag of rice for 20,000 naira, right? But now, that same bag of rice is pushing towards 60,000 naira. Transport before was around 500 naira, but now it is 1,500 naira. Data subscription, don't even go there. But your salary still sitting smiling at you like nothing is happening. When inflation rises, let's see what the government did. When inflation rises, the Central Bank of Nigeria steps in. They increase interest rates. Sounds boring, right? But here is what it actually means. Loans become expensive, businesses struggle, prices even higher, and the average Nigerians suffer more. But here's the twist. The same move creates opportunities in the market. When I say the market, I mean the stock market. So in this situation, smart investors are not holding cash. They are moving into stocks, treasury bills, high yield assets, Bitcoin, all form of assets that can outrun inflation. Why? Because they understand one thing. If cash is melting, you need assets that can actually grow it. Let me tell you a short story about two friends. That's Kayode and Taiwo. Kayode keeps 1 million naira in his savings account. He says, I don't want risk. While Taiwo splits the 1 million naira into bank stocks, mutual funds, strong companies, right? 1 year later, Kayode has 1,080,000 naira, but can buy much less compared to last year. While Taiwo earned dividend, he benefited from market movement, he preserved his purchasing power. Same money, different mindset. Now let's look at what smart Nigerians are doing differently in this particular high inflation era. That is the NGX strategy that they are employing into their investment. This is a simple breakdown of inflation-proof sectors and their allocation. So first, we look at banking stocks. Right? Banks benefit from high interest rates. They charge more on loans. They have strong capital and diversified income. That is why stocks like Zenith Bank, Jitco, etc. have been strong during certain high inflation periods. Higher inflation equals to higher interest rates, which equals to higher loan yields for the banks. You have to focus on tier 1 banks only. So the second sector is consumer staples. Not all, but strong brands. These companies sell essentials like your food, your drinks, etc. In high inflation, they are able to raise prices to protect their profit margins. So think about brands that Nigerians cannot do without. Even when times are hard, people still eat, people still drink. Companies like Nestle Nigeria PLC, Nigeria Breweries PLC can raise prices and still survive no matter the era. The third sector we look at is industrials. Infrastructure demand remains high. Products like cement adjust its price with inflation regularly. This sector is near monopoly in Nigeria. Dangote Cement and Bua Cement are two companies that are key players in these categories. They are one of the few companies that benefited from the naira devaluation in the past years. This is because they do not import their raw materials, right? All of their raw materials is embedded in the confines of Nigeria. So they do not need FX, that is foreign exchange, for production. They even earn foreign exchange because they export their products to other countries. So the fourth sector we look at is the oil and gas, right? Energy companies are globally regulated companies, even in terms of pricing, right? When the naira weakens, companies earning in dollars they benefit. That is the dollar advantage this sector holds. That is why oil and gas companies like Seplat Energy PLC becomes very important during this era. This stock is a natural hedge against naira depreciation. So the next sector we'll look at is telecoms. They provide communication services to Nigerians. You want to know how important communication is in the economy, right? Let all network connections go down for just 1 hour. It will make the headline news. So no matter what, Nigerians will still buy data, even in inflation. Their revenue is subscription based, so it comes regularly. They adjust pricing over time with respect to inflation. So MTN Nigeria has been killing it in the NGX when it comes to communication in recent times. So this last one that we'll look at is a different instrument, right? It's a fixed income instrument. So right now, some low risk instruments are yielding high returns, not flashy, but very powerful. This one is your safe haven. They reduce volatility, offers as much as 20% plus yields, and provides liquidity for other opportunities. So I strongly recommend money market fund in this category. I did a video about the best performing money market fund a while ago. So you could kindly check it out to see the funds with yields above 20% annually. So your portfolio should focus on companies that can pass costs to consumers, earn in strong cash flows, and benefit from high rates or even foreign exchange.
If you've heard something new today and you know that you are getting value from this video, kindly do me a favor right now. Can you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This helps the YouTube algorithm to spread this video across to a whole lot of people that want to benefit from such information. As you do that, I appreciate you. Now, let's get back to the video.
So your allocation could look like this. Banking stocks could hold 30% of your portfolio. Consumer staples, that is strong brands, would hold 20% of your portfolios. Industrials, you give them 15%. Energy, that is oil and gas, you hold also 15%. Then telecommunication, 10%. And your fixed income, I talked about earlier, that is money market fund, will hold 10%. Because this one will stand as your emergency fund and your opportunity fund.
So let's just say you have 1 million naira as your principal to invest. This is how your allocation should look like. So you have Zenith Bank, which you allocate 150,000 naira to. Ditco, you allocate 150,000 naira to Ditco as well. Nestle Nigeria PLC, you allocate 200,000 naira to Nestle. Dangote Cement, 150,000 naira. Seplat, 150,000 naira. MTN, 100,000 naira. Then Trust Bank Money Market Fund will go up 100,000 naira as well. Look, my friend, inflation does not hit everyone equally. If you own assets like stocks, gold, real estate, Bitcoin, etc., inflation makes you richer. Your asset goes up in what we call the nominal value as well as real value. But if you don't own assets and you are living from salary to salary, or you have your money in a savings account, then inflation destroys your finances.
So here is the part nobody tells you. Inflation is not just making things expensive. It is transferring wealth from people holding cash to people holding assets. And it is happening every single day. Most people miss this because nobody teaches this in school. And some people, it might sound too financial. People think investing is gambling. But meanwhile, their money is shrinking quietly wherever it is that they are stashing it at. You know that moment when you go to the market with like maybe 50,000 naira and you come back with almost nothing. You see that feeling, huh? That is confusion. That's inflation eating your money in real time. So as a beginner, what should you do now, right? In a high inflation era. So let me tell you for free now. You don't need millions to start. You just need to think differently. Start with learning how the stock market works, in this case, the NGX. Investing gradually, focusing on strong companies. Avoid hype by every means because in this economy, doing nothing is the most expensive mistake that one could make. So the next time someone says things are hard in Nigeria, remember this: some people are losing money while some people are positioning to win. If you've got value so far, please like and subscribe right now because the next video might change how you see money forever. So you may want to check out this video over here to see the 5 sleeping gems, that is stocks, that have the potential to explode in the next NGX rally. As I say, wealth is not luck, it is built from information followed with execution. Until I see you again, I salute.